You picked up your phone to check the time. 40 minutes later, you're watching a video of a man eating a raw onion like an apple. You don't even like this. You know you don't like this. And yet you can't stop. Here's exactly what happened to your brain. Here's the thing nobody tells you about brain rot. It's not a character flaw. It's not laziness. It's not a lack of discipline. It is an asymmetric war, and you were already losing before you even picked up the device. On one side, 500 million years of evolution, a brain wired to survive the wild, to avoid predators, find food, connect with your tribe. On the other side, a billion-dollar supercomputer. Two engineered by thousands of neuroscientists, behavioral psychologists, and machine learning systems, all of them working on one single problem. How to keep you from putting the phone down. This is not a fair fight. Your brain is running 500 million-year-old hardware against software that gets updated every week. And the result is what you already know. You sit down to do real work. You feel overwhelmed. You open the app just for 5 minutes. 3 hours later, you're more exhausted than when you started. You weren't resting. You were running a mental marathon. And the mechanism behind this is more disturbing than you'd think. Let's talk about dopamine, because almost everything you've heard about it is wrong. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. To it is the anticipation chemical. It fires not when you get the reward, but in the moment before you might get it. Your brain is not hooked on the content. It is hooked on the possibility of the content. Every scroll is a pull of a slot machine lever. You don't know what's next. That uncertainty, that pure unpredictability is what your brain cannot resist. This is called the reward prediction error, and the algorithm knows exactly how to exploit it. Now add the zombie loop. Your brain is designed to conserve cognitive energy, so it takes any behavior you repeat enough, especially under boredom or stress, and converts it into automatic muscle memory. You close the app, you stare at the wall for 3 seconds, you open the app again. You didn't decide to do that. Your muscle memory did. Your conscious mind was already asleep. And here's the final piece of the mechanism, the one that explains why knowing this doesn't help. You have two systems fighting for control of your behavior. The CEO, your prefrontal cortex, controls logic, long-term goals, and decision-making. The engine, your striatum, chases impulse, habit, and instant reward. Overstimulation fatigues the CEO, puts it to sleep. So the engine hijacks the controls. You know you should stop, but the part of your brain that cares is exhausted. Now here's what makes this worse. The platforms aren't just exploiting your biology. They design the environment to make quitting structurally impossible. Historically, media had natural stopping points, the bottom of a page, end of a chapter, the credits of a show. Those were stopping cues, moments where your brain got the signal. You can exit now. Infinite scroll, remove them, not by accident, by design. Because you never actively choose to continue. You also never actively choose to stop. The scroll has no bottom, so your brain never gets the signal to exit. And while this is happening, something else is shifting. Ultra-short content, videos under 10 seconds, bombard your nervous system with rapid-fire novelty. This artificially raises your brain's baseline for what it considers stimulating. Real life can't compete. Reading feels gray, conversations feel slow, deep work feels like suffering. Your brain hasn't become dumb, it has been recalibrated. And the reason the platforms do this is because they are not in the entertainment business. You think you're using a free app? You're not. You are the product. Your attention is harvested and sold to the highest bidder. Every second you scroll, your screen time is their entire business model. So what do you do with this? The answer is not willpower. You can't out-discipline a billion-dollar machine. But here's what the research actually shows. The mental fog you feel, the inability to focus, the restlessness when you're bored. That is not a permanent condition. It's a conditioned response, and it can be reversed. The mechanism that trapped you, friction, is also your way out. Reintroduce friction. Hard app limits. Embrace boredom instead of escaping it. To starve the variable reward cycle. Every time you sit with the discomfort of not scrolling, you're exercising the CEO. You cannot outsmart the algorithm, but you can choose to starve it. And that small daily choice is the only leverage you actually have. Your brain isn't broken, it's been hacked. And understanding the hack is the first step to dismantling it. If this changed how you see your own behavior, there's a lot more on this channel about the hidden systems shaping your mind. Start with the next video.